So I'm going to introduce my first guest, who is Alice Muthoni. Alice is a beautician and she is a single mother. Alice, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tommy.
And then we also have Aidan, who has a very interesting story as well. So Aidan is a guy, so clearly he's not a single mom, but he's a father. We're going to get to that. Maybe let's start with Alice. So Alice, you have a child?
I do.
A boy, girl?
She's a girl.
How old is your daughter?
She's 11 months.
So where is your child's father?
We broke up some few years ago after he realized I was pregnant.
Guy, how long had you dated?
Tulikuwa tumeanza kukanisha.
Mlikuwa mmeanza kukaa? You were living together?
Yes.
So acha tu rewind kidogo. Mulikutana wapi?
I love partying. Sasa ile tumeenda ku hang out na madem. Then the girl approaches me and then from there hell broke loose.
What do you mean hell broke loose? Because mmekutana kwa party. How does hell break loose?
Well, we exchanged numbers. Then from there, we started talking on phone. He used to come to my place. I introduced him to my mom, my bro, my sis. Then from there, we used to go out like oftenly. And from there, now we decided to let's make a home.
So how long did you guys date before deciding to move in with each other?
Okay, 1 year.
A whole year?
A whole year.
And how old were you then?
But then I was 21.
And how old was he?
He was 23.
He was 23 as well. So you guys move in at that time. Are you both working? How are you supporting yourselves?
Well, for him, he was working. And again, I hadn't started working.
And then now, so you guys have moved in together, then you realize you're pregnant. So what happens? Because at that point, you guys, you're at home. Like you put it, you're in your own home.
It's like any other lady. I thought it would be something good.
And was the pregnancy planned?
It was. To me it was. Because actually, mtoto akikuja huwezi mkataa, si ndio? So I had accepted everything.
So you say to you it was, but had you guys sat down at the point of living together and agreed we want a child?
For him, I wouldn't say he needed the kid. Okay? He wouldn't. Plus again, you're not in a relationship there whereby you're going to tell your man you must use the protection and yet you're staying together.
So, but you hadn't discussed anything to do with family planning. So when the child happened to you, you accepted, but him, how did he react?
He stayed for like a week, then he left.
So how old is this guy?
He's 28.
And yourself, you are what age at this point?
I'm 24.
And at this point, what's going through your mind?
I used to seek advice from those who are older than me. And mostly I used to relate with my mom.
I'm sure both your parents were aware that you guys were living together.
True.
And at the point where now he checked out, did you try reaching out to anyone on his side, any relation of his?
You see, the problem is he comes from a very well-off family. You see, so you wouldn't go there alafu ati mnaanza kubishana na mtoto wa tajiri. Of course, no, it wouldn't work like that. So me, after he left, I took no action. I couldn't go to him at this guy has impregnated me. I need him to take responsibilities. Plus again, my mom has taught me how to toil, how to survive on my own without expecting anyone to come and help me.
Umesema hawezi kwenda kubishana na mtoto wa tajiri, lakini mlikuwa mnaishi na mtoto wa tajiri kama bibi na bwana.
Kuishi na yeye ni kwa hiari yetu.
So was his family accepting of this? Did his mother know that he's living with a woman as his wife?
No, the mom was the major problem.
In what way?
Okay, she's a nuisance lady, okay? And a tough one, to be precise. So, my mom and my dad knew that I'm married. But now his parents never knew he had someone.
Oh, so you had introduced him to your parents.
Exactly.
But he had never introduced you to his parents.
True.
And when you were in the relationship, was that okay with you?
It was okay by me because of course, si kila mahali unaweza kubalika. So me, I took it as part of my being. Yes.
So he told you that his parents will not accept you and you are like, that's fine. You didn't want to be given a chance, upelekwe, wakikukataa sawa, lakini afadhali umepelekwa kule, umewaona, wamekuona.
Mimi niko na phobia ya wazazi.
Okay.
Yes, niko na phobia.
So there you are, pregnant. The guy has checked out. During your pregnancy, did he reach out at any point?
There's a time I was going to shop. So I was at, not to mention the place, but I'd gone to get my baby clothes. So we met And
A chance meeting, not planned.
of course, it wasn't planned. So, you see, this girl looks familiar, and I'm like, "Hi, Mike. Do I know you?"
He told you, "Do I know
Yeah,
you?"
do I know you? And I was like, "Okay, fine. Maybe I'm mistaking you to someone else. It's okay." Then I left.
How did that make you feel? And why didn't he recognize you?
I'm used to everything.
This is a man you've lived with for 2 years. You've told us 2 years you
And
were
of course, he
together.
was with girl there. That's why he decided to like.
So he recognized you, but you're saying because he was with another woman, aliona acha ajifanye ni kama
Hatujuani.
hakujui.
Ndio hivyo.
And at that point, how many months pregnant were you?
5.
5 months. And obviously you were showing at that point
Yeah,
in time.
I was.
That must have been very difficult.
Not really, because I've been raised in a way that I overcome everything. I take life as it is.
So at that point, were you working? Did you have a job? How are you supporting yourself?
Someone would call me, Alice, come do me my makeup. Ile tu pesa kidogo kidogo. Plus again, I had my savings.
So then the baby comes. At that point, the day you gave birth to your daughter, did you reach out to him?
There's a friend of mine called Trisha. So he called Trisha, kamuliza, Alice ampata mtoto. Trisha na matusi.
So already he had acknowledged you were pregnant.
Of
and there
course.
was a baby coming.
Yes. So Trisha kamtukana. Then the guy went silent. Up to date.
Never had anything from him.
No.
Have you tried reaching out?
Why would I? Why would I? Me, I never sent him away. He just left on his own. So the same way he left, he's still going to come back.
If he came back today, would you accept him back into your life as your man, as your daughter's father?
Well, it's not that easy, but somehow I wouldn't deny him the chance to see his daughter.
Okay.
And again, I wouldn't deprive Bernice her right to know her father. You see?
And what about a relationship with yourself?
Okay, well, it depends. It's not that easy to me because Amanda, maybe he has his other family out there, I don't know. And he's now back to me telling me, I'm also human, I also need a life of my own. Sindio, I don't want him to take me back to where I was. The same way he left me is the same way he's still going to leave me for another person.